Every prophecy warns about a moment when the world changes direction so quietly that most people don't notice it happening. Modern historians call it geopolitical drift. Prophets call it the silent shift. And according to multiple interpretations, the silent shift begins just months before 2025. Signs include cracks inside powerful alliances, countries secretly switching sides, sudden economic tremors, currency instability, riots emerging in cities that once felt safe, strange activity in the world's airspace, and nations preparing for a war they publicly deny is coming. It's a rearranging of the chessboard, but in the shadows. Nostradamus wrote, "The alliance of the eagle will falter when two brothers turn away." Experts interpret two brothers as two nations that are supposed to stand together but will suddenly step back just when the world needs unity the most. And when that happens, the prophecies say the veil thins. When prophecies start aligning with science. For centuries, skeptics dismissed prophecies as superstition. But now, ironically, science is the one catching up. Modern studies show Earth's magnetic field is weakening, solar storms are increasing, natural disasters rising in frequency, global food production entering a fragile phase, the world economy dependent on a single digital thread, and satellite networks vulnerable to even minor disturbances. Suddenly, statements like, "Man forgets the stars," no longer sound poetic, they sound like warning sirens. Scientists say a powerful solar event could knock out GPS for months. Prophets said the same thing centuries ago. It is as if they saw not magic, but a future world built so fragile that one invisible spark could send it collapsing. The lost prophecy of the Black Pyramid. In the early 1900s, explorers in Egypt recorded something strange. Inside an underground chamber near Saqqara, they found inscriptions not from a pharaoh, not from priests, but from an unknown traveler who called himself the Witness of the Turning Year. His writings described a world cycle that ends every 500 years. And the final line read, "The next turning begins when the serpent claims its year and the north goes silent." The serpent's year. 2025, year of the snake. The north goes silent. Scholars debate its meaning. A blackout? A collapse of northern nations? A failure of the global digital grid? Whatever it means, the witness believed that humanity is reset on this exact cycle. Not by gods, not by disasters, but by its own blindness. He warned, civilizations do not die. They commit slow suicide. The monk's missing verse. A shocking discovery made in 2017 when researchers scanned the 13th prophecy manuscript with multispectral imaging. They found remnants of a missing verse, written in faint ink that had nearly vanished with time. The hidden line said, "When the great red star crosses the path of the dragon, the world shall feel the tremor of fate." Many initially believed it to be astrological. But astronomers noticed something chilling. Around 2025, a massive, unusually bright red star, Betelgeuse, is expected to reach an unstable phase. A superflare? A visible dimming? A cosmic event we don't yet understand? The prophecy's phrase "crosses the path of the dragon" aligns with the Chinese celestial system. The dragon constellation sits near the polar region. If Betelgeuse undergoes a major event, the night sky will change, literally moving one star into the dragon's path. Ancient people feared sky changes. Prophets recorded them. Modern people ignore them. But the monk didn't ignore it. He wrote, "A new sky marks a new fate. The 3 warning signs before the collapse." Almost every prophecy from Europe, Asia, and the Middle East mentions 3 global signs that appear right before humanity enters the Great Shift. The signs differ in wording but identical in meaning. 1. The sky sign. Something seen in the sky that terrifies the world. Not necessarily destructive, but undeniable. 2. The silent sign. A sudden global blackout, a cut in communication, or a moment when the world loses connection for hours or days. 3. The human sign. A massive conflict triggered not by soldiers, but by ordinary people who reach a breaking point at the same time. When these three signs align, the prophecies say, the old world collapses within months. Whether metaphorical or literal, they all point to the same time frame. 2025 is the first year in which these three signs are predicted to overlap. What no prophet explained, the eye of the storm. In weather science, the center of a hurricane is calm, but deadly calm. The prophecies describe 2025 as exactly that. A calm year that precedes violent years. An eye of the storm. Society still functioning. Technology still working. Skyscrapers still shining at night. But underneath, tensions sharpening, economies trembling, old alliances fading, new powers rising, secrets being buried, and the quiet construction of a world none of us chose. A calm surface, a boiling core. Prophets warn that the real storm comes not in 2025, but because of 2025. A year when humanity crosses a threshold without realizing it. A point of no return disguised as a normal year. The question that terrifies historians. Across all these prophecies, one unsettling thing stands out. No prophet describes technological collapse after 2025. Not clearly, not directly. Some believe this means technology survives. Others believe it means no one survives to describe it. But the most frightening interpretation is this. Something replaces it. Something new. Something not human. Something beyond the understanding of the prophets themselves. The monk wrote, "The future belongs to those who are not born of flesh." Vanga said, "Man becomes the shadow of his own creation." And Nostradamus hinted, "The metal mind shall judge the living world." Were they talking about AI? About a digital ruler? About the merging of man and machine? Or something darker? Something we haven't invented yet? The prophecy that has never been spoken aloud ***. When all the prophecies are aligned, a final pattern emerges. The world does not end in 2025. It transforms. Quietly. Invisibly. Irreversibly. A transformation so subtle, most will celebrate it, without realizing what they've welcomed. And the chilling question remains. If 2025 is the beginning, then what is coming after it?